The PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X are coming out in less than a month. Hey everybody, it's TSJ here. This is another TSJ Talks episode where I discuss the game sequels that I played on this generation's consoles and that I am very excited to come out this next generation. So if you enjoy this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to get updates on all of the new content. I'm going to stick with 5 games, and the games that I actually played this generation will be talked about in another video. And so the first one is probably the biggest one, the one I'm most excited for, and that is Elder Scrolls 6. Now there's a lot of rumors about when this game is going to be released. At E3 a few years ago, they did release a very brief trailer for it. It was like 30 seconds long. Whether or not that was actual gameplay or anything like that, it seemed like it was just more of a cinematic. Skyrim was an amazing game, but we'll have to wait and see. I really do hope that they come out with an Elder Scrolls 6 in the next couple of years, and that when it does, they also release it for the PlayStation 5. The next game I'd like to see a sequel of is from Mafia 3. I'd like to see a Mafia 4. I actually recently just got into playing the Mafia franchise. I actually haven't played really the first 2, so I don't really know if I should call it the franchise. I should say this right off the bat, I haven't even finished Mafia 3 yet, so I don't even know how it's going to end. But you know what, that's totally fine if they revamp the characters. I don't mind playing with a different character besides Link and Clay, since they give you a new character every game, it seems like. And I totally wouldn't mind just having a new setting. Honestly, it could be in the year 2020, playing with like Mafia and gangsters then too. I would be totally fine with that, or the mob in 2020, wherever that might be. But I do think that if they just kind of keep their same formula for Mafia 3 open world and obviously expand on the features of it, the gameplay was really fun for Mafia 3. I can't imagine what a Mafia 4 would look like, but I think it would be awesome. So I really hope to see that in the next couple years as well. I think this next one is probably not going to happen for some time, but I do hope that we see it. In fact, I think given the last couple missions of the first game, we will probably see it, and that is Days Gone 2. So I'm a really big sucker for zombie games, but Days Gone ended fantastically. I wasn't really sucked into it at first, but I really enjoyed how the game finished, and I liked that the game knew what it was. And that was a fun open world zombie game. Obviously the line dialogue was a little cheesy at some points, and some of the physics of the game were a little off, but I think Days Gone 2 has a lot to offer, and they really didn't explore too much of the world itself as in the United States or the rest of the zombie world in the first game. So I feel like they have a lot more area to explore, a lot more features they could probably open up, maybe even give you like a car next time. I think that would be kind of cool, unless of course you're still with Deacon St. John, which I feel like you probably would be. But it would still be kind of nice for them to give you an option for more vehicles to drive around in, or, you know, more abilities for or add-ons for your motorcycle. Just some thoughts. This next one is Dying Light 2. Now this game, of course, we have already seen a fair amount for this game. Dying Light 2 is a game I'm so excited for. I always cry a little bit when I see the announcements that they've delayed it. It just really bums me out because I'm really excited for that game. And the thing is, it's a lot different than Days Gone, of course. It's not third person or anything like that, but I think that the parkour in the first game really got me, and I cannot wait to see what they do with the second one. I feel like it would be so hard to mess up. I like how the decisions you make actually will change the map. I'm just honestly excited to get into a new world and just to kill some zombies. That's why I enjoyed The Following so much. And the last game that I'm really hoping for, which they have said that they do plan to come out with another game in this franchise, but Geralt of Rivia would be finished, and that is The Witcher 4. I'm going to be making a separate video entirely on The Witcher 3, but The Witcher 3 was an amazing game. Probably my favorite game I've ever played. And I don't want to go too much into it just because the missions were amazing. It was an incredible story. The gameplay was awesome. It was really fun. It was fluid. It was a little janky at sometimes, but again, the game knew what it was, and it was epic. I don't see how they can mess up on a Witcher 4. Honestly, I was kind of hoping we'd be able to play as Geralt again. I think that would be really cool. But again, they did finish his character off pretty well in the third installment. So you might play as Ciri. I honestly don't know too much about what they have announced so far, and obviously if that game would come out, it's probably not going to come out for at least 4 or 5 years, I would have to say, for sure. CG Projekt Red is finally coming out with Cyberpunk 2077. I'm very excited for that game as well. That's not the game, obviously, I'm hoping to see because it's coming out in less than a month. So I know we're going to see that. These are games I'm really hoping for, and I know most of them will end up coming out in the next couple of years or so. So these are the games I'm most excited for, everyone, for this next generation, the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox Series X. I'm a PlayStation guy, so I won't be getting the Xbox Series X, but I do hope that Bethesda, first and foremost, does release the next Elder Scrolls game for the PlayStation 5 as well, or I would honestly probably have to buy one because I'm so excited for that game. What game sequels are you excited for from sequels, whether they've had one game come out already, or 2 games, or 3 games, or 4 games, or even 5 games? Just let me know down in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought of it also in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Stay super, and I'll see you guys next time.